Okay, I want to comment on several things here. First, Sleeper Dude was doing a revival video for a car. I might get to that in a couple minutes, but my son, I think his son, maybe 12, 14, something like that. I know his oldest daughter, I don't think got a driver's license. I know she got a learner's permit, and I think she's got a car that she's got to drive to school, but um, I think it's got to be a few years before that kid's going to be able to, get a learner's permit and drive. But um, they get this car. This guy, he had it for sale for 300, and the guy looked at him. He said, "Look, get out of my driveway. I just want it gone. It's yours for $100." So the Sleeper Dude says, "Well, look, I got $116," and the guy takes it and they tow it home. Now, well, if you've ever towed somebody, or if you've ever been towed, that's a very definite skill. I've towed people, but you got to know what you're doing. The person you're towing needs to know what you're doing, because you want to keep that rope or chain tight, or you might end up needing a chiropractor by the time you're all done with that type of ride. But anyway, I had a friend of mine. I was telling her one time, and I have no idea what she was doing, but I stopped for a light, and if she didn't slam hard into my back bumper, because I just kept going, and then I got home. I said, "What the hell were you thinking? Why did you do that?" And she's buying with me, and I said, "Look, you're the one that needs to hit your brakes and keep the chain tight." But anyway, now on the back bumper, the original dealer for that car was like Bailey Motors in Spring City, Tennessee. Now, Sleeper Dude was asking, now I did a Google Maps, just a very quick, just type it in there, and that came up. It gave the exact location and everything. So I'm guessing Bailey Motors in Spring City, Tennessee is still in business. But that car was like, I don't know, from the 70s or maybe late 70s, early 80s, something like that. It may be a little bit later than that, but looked like a pretty neat little car, but way too small for me. If I can't work out of it, I'm a pickup guy. I like pickups. Something I can work out of, but that's me. But let me get to what revival is. Now, there's several of the automotive channels doing it, like Vice Grip Garage. Now, you'll find a car that's maybe 200 miles from home, or maybe 5,000. No, not five. Maybe about 1,500 miles from home. Now he'll buy it. He'll get it going. Or he's got some that have quit on him, and some major problem that suspension issue, or maybe the radiator was all falling apart, which is the deal with Pole Barn Garage. And I'm gonna get to Pole Barn Garage in a minute here, his latest video. But the idea is to get him going and then drive him home, and then video the trip home. But I think there's a few of them that will just buy the car and then put it on a trailer and then trailer it home. But Pole Barn Garage, his latest video was like a Chrysler Imperial, like a '74 Chrysler Imperial with that big 440 in there. And the radiator had a hole in it. He put some aluminum seal in there, and I've had that work for me a few times too. But I'm not driving something from Alamogordo, New Mexico to I can't think. He's in the Midwest somewhere. I can't remember exactly where, but it's maybe 1,000 miles or something. Yeah, that's kind of a. But I think I would have been. Trying to, hitting up all the bigger junkyards between Alamogordo and Albuquerque, trying to hit all the. I can tell you where the wrecking yards are, through the valley here, throughout Phoenix. I can tell you where the wrecking yards here. If you wanted to make a trip, to here, that's about 800-900 miles from Alamogordo. But I want to try to find a radiator for that thing, and. But he said he didn't need it, so he took it back to the guy that he bought it from and said, "Hey, sell it for me." That was kind of the deal. Now, let me get to the second thing. Now, this in one of my videos, somebody's coming on this mattress. Now let me. Well, when I first moved in here, somebody had given me like a king size mattress, and I put that down there. But I used that for a while, maybe a couple of years or something, and that kind of wore out. So I found these two mattresses. These are like single size mattresses. Now I'm here by myself. Yeah, that's pretty lonely. But there's nobody. If some chick sharing this bed with me, it would be a bit cumbersome for two people to sleep on this mattress. But there was two of these things. Somebody had tossed them. They were in the garbage. I looked at them. I said, man, those things are still pretty nice. So what I did, I let them sit out in the sun for a period of time, on the off chance that maybe somebody had tuberculosis or something else communicable. So I said, well, look, I'll let the sun kind of cook off any viruses on there, and then after that period of time, I'll go ahead and use them. These springs, I can't think where I found them. There's a metallic frame with springs in it that what I did, I put some steel pieces and then bolted them to them, so I got about an extra 4 or 5 inches to get this a little bit higher. It makes a nice seat to sit on, but it also gets it up high enough so that I can pile stuff under it. I've got some crates and a bunch of crap under this, so it's up high enough that I don't, when I bounce on it, I don't hit anything under there. But like I said, there's two of those. I saved the other one as a backrest there. But that's a backup mattress. If something, if I mess up the one I'm sleeping on, I can always just toss that and then put the other one on it. So I got them all for free. That's kind of I'm a poor boy. I try to get by in life as cheaply as I can. Let's see, the last thing. It's Wandering Gypsies. The horses. They're in Death Valley, that opera house, and I know, Chick, you were directing that toward me. I know you're kind of teasing me, but if I were going to meet up with somebody, I'd do something around here. I'd say, hey, let's go hike that waterfall trail at the White Tanks Park. Because that would be that. I'll probably try to get out there sometime this week and hike that, because it's rain. There's probably actually water out there, and that would be cool to get that. There's some videos here on YouTube from that waterfall trail, but that waterfall is dry because it's dry about 99% of the time. But it would be cool to get back in there and get that waterfall trail with actually water on there. I've hiked back in there a couple of times, but somehow I've turned around before I got too far. But sometime I'm going to hike in there and get that full trail. All right, there's a bunch of other neat trails throughout the valley. There's hot trails out in Australia. There's a bunch of the other, hiking trails, hiking mountain trails throughout Phoenix and the valley and stuff. Okay, love you. Hey, Chick, love you. Bye-bye.